Hi everybody, it's Crystal. So welcome to my channel. I hope everybody's doing well and staying safe. So today is 3/26 of 2024, and do you guys want to look at some yarn? Of course we do. Of course we do. So I have a little bit of yarn. It's not like tons. Premier had a sale last week or something, so I did get some of their yarn, and it came, and I wanted to show you what they had. So they had their butterfly yarn. Now, I don't know if you guys are familiar with this. Their Premier anti-peeling butterfly. It's 546 yards or 500 meters, 7 ounces and 200 grams. It's classified as a lightweight number 3. Like I said, 100% anti-peeling acrylic, machine washable, and tumble dry. Let's look at the 3-weight. So this is a very pretty yarn. Now, when I was looking at their site at this yarn, I'm like, man, that yarn looks super familiar. Like I'd seen it, somewhere before. And then it dawned on me. Do you know what this yarn is? Almost Hobby, Hobbii, or Hobby, however you say it, from Denmark. Similar. It's similar to their butterfly yarn. So I started to compare them a little bit. And they had like a lot of the same colors. And like everything on fiber content, where it's made, yardage, all that stuff's the same. The only difference is there's a couple differences actually. This one is wound in the opposite direction of Hobbies. So like Hobbies, the dark would be on the outside and the light would be on the inside. And then as you notice, this one has like a thicker stripe of the solid, like this, a thicker stripe of like the lightest color on the outside, versus Hobbies butterfly yarn does not have that. I do believe the okay, I have a shawl on my channel actually made out of this the Hobby butterfly in this exact color right here. But I think the difference is, okay, so the colors are all the same exactly. There's 6 colors, 1 2 3 4 5, and then 6 exactly. There's 6 in Hobbies as well. But Hobbies stripes are, it doesn't have this big thicker chunk. Like I said, it's wound backwards. So if you was to go and look at the butterfly on Hobby, this color would be in the center and the dark would be on the outside. So it'd just be opposite, and it has this thick piece of cream here on the outside. I do, after further looking at it, I do think that the yarn is the same, and I think that the colors are the same. Feels super soft. I love Premier's anti-peeling is pretty nice, but this, I think the stripes in this main part right here are going to be a little bit shorter than Hobbies, and then you got this big thick stripe on the outside. There's a huge price difference between the two, though. I paid $5 for this. Hobbies are like $21. So you see the difference for the same yardage and everything. But even when these aren't on sale, they're $8.99. It's still, well under, over half the price. So of that. But yes, this big thick stripe, I could see how that would maybe deter some people from buying it. But I had one of my friends mention to me, and I didn't even dawn on me really at the time until she mentioned it, that maybe, just maybe, that this thick stripe is like so you don't run out of the color at the end of a shawl. Because I know, like, sometimes, like when I made a shawl, a special shawl out of a sheep cheese whirligig, I think. And I ran out of the color on the end. and I had to go spend $20 on another. They sold just that in color because they knew that you were going to run out. You know, they knew you weren't going to have enough. Yeah, I had to buy extra just to finish out the last row of my shawl of the last color. So, you know, that's a possibility of why it's thicker here. Other than that, I don't really know why they put it thicker. But for it being so much, being like, you know, I can't be 100% certain. I only make these like, try to search for duplicate yarns around. It's fun. It's fun to do that at cheaper prices. I can never be 100% certain because I don't know. But I have used Hobby, the butterfly. Actually, Hobby butterfly. I don't shop a lot at Hobby, but their butterfly yarn is my favorite yarn that they sell. So I have used it quite a bit, and by looking at this, all the colors are the same in most of these. It feels the same and it looks the same, other than it's spun backwards. Like I said, Hobby's dark would be on the outside and light would be on the inside, and the striping effect is going to be a bit different. It's like, I don't know, this big stripe here on the end, but everything else about it is the same. So I don't know, I just think that I don't know, it's just so much cheaper to buy these, even with that thick stripe. Even if you bought two and you know you want to splice them together or something, it's still cheaper to do it that way. But I don't know, that's just me. I like this too. I've had it before, but it never dawned on me that it was so much similar to the Hobby butterfly, you know. Anyways, so I got this one. This one's called Ginger Peach. You see, this is what the striping effect looks like. See how? So if you was, it has 6 colors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, if you was to say you wanted to crochet a shawl from this one, I would probably start in the center and then work my way out. And, you know, I wouldn't run out of the light at the end. I'm not sure why they did that. I don't know. Maybe I should email and ask them, hey, what's up with that big thick stripe? No, it's a beautiful yarn, and it's super soft. I mean, it's their anti-peeling. I like it. It's very pretty. So I got that one, $5, yeah, $5. And this one, which Hobby has the same color, only except for it's spun in the opposite direction, and the light on it is just not as thick. But it's still beautiful. Nonetheless, there is the striping effect on that. Since it being so much cheaper, it would be just worth it for me. Like, if I wanted the stripes to be equal, just to buy 2. And, you know, I know a lot of people wouldn't do that, you know. But I would. And just clip off the extra that I didn't want. Or, you know, because I like to color control anyways. It doesn't bother me to do that. But a lot of people wouldn't do that. And I understand that. So, but for me, I think that it being so much cheaper would be worth it. But yeah, but that one anyways, that one's beautiful. It's so super soft. Retro Sunset. Amazing. Amazing. This one's beautiful. On the Hobby version, this is a very pretty one. I always like this one, the Hobby version. The yellow one. So pretty. Yeah, I think the Hobby stripes are more consistent than this one. But like I said, it's just the price factor. It's just, it would be worth it for me to buy 2. And then, you know, I like I said, I have a shawl on my channel using, these have the same yardage and everything as the Hobby butterfly, using the Hobby butterfly, and it was just 1. So you could do the same with just 1. Yeah, I like this one. This one's pretty. This one's called Sunny. You know what? That's a good name for that one. Don't you think? That is a good name. That's pretty. It's the red and the pink and the blue and the bluish green. And then the green on the outside. Very nice. Oh, you know what? I almost like that big stripe of green on that one. That's pretty. I like that thick stripe of green. I don't know why. Normally I probably wouldn't roll that way, but I think if I crocheted a shawl with this, depending on how long the stripes are here, that thick stripe on the bottom might look pretty dang cool. I like this one. This one's pretty. This one's called Parrot. Yeah, that's nice. I like it. I can see how they came up with that name. I got a couple more here. this color in Hobby as well is one of my favorites to the Hobby version. But this one is the Premier version. So you can see it does have a lot more white than what Hobbies would have. And it's spun opposite, but it's still very beautiful. I love it. I actually like the white thick stripe on that one as well. You know what? That's really pretty. I'm tempted to really stop working on my crochet along my shawl and work a shawl with this just to see what it looks like with that. Or probably this one. Just to see at the end. You know, when you work a shawl and at the end, you know, it's getting larger. So the stripes of the last color, they get shorter. So maybe that's why they made it thicker. I don't know. It's really hard to tell. I guess it's not only used for shawls though. So I mean, like if you made a scarf, you're gonna have a noticeably thick stripe out of it. But anyways, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'm just telling you that it's pretty. Showing you that it's $5. Well, it was $5. I don't know if it still is. And it's extremely, extremely identical to. This is the Premier Butterfly. Extremely. I think, you know, if I had to say, it would be the same yarn as Hobby's Butterfly, except for the striping effect is different on that. So, on this one. And then I got this one. Oh, it's pretty stuff. Isn't that pretty? Let's look at that one. I'm digging that thick stripe. At first I wasn't, you know, when I first got these, when they first came out, I'm like, what is up with that thick stripe? You know, it's odd, you know. And now the more I look at it, the more I think about it, why I guess there could have been a lot of reasons why they did that. Or maybe they just did it to be different. I don't know. But if I'm thinking, like, I like to make shawls. They're fun. It's not the only thing I make. I make everything and anything that you can ever want to make. But now I'm thinking about it from a shawl standpoint. If I started from the dark, the center, and went out to light, it would be, I don't know, it would probably be beneficial to have that thicker stripe. But anyways, that's the colors I got. Oh, let me give you the name of that one. It is called Lagoon. So remember, like I said, I'm just saying it, you know, I don't know 100% certain if it's the same. I'm just guessing. But I'm just saying that it's extremely, extremely similar to theirs. Like the feel, all the information's the same. And, yeah, the striping effect is different. All the colors are, you know, Hobby had a couple different colors that Premier didn't have, and Premier had a couple different colors Hobby didn't have, but they do. These are all in line with Premier colors, or Hobby colors here. It's just that the striping effect is different on them. But I think it's, the more I look at it, I don't know. I think maybe that, I'm going to do something with this one first. I am. I'm digging that orange, that green stripe for some reason. And I know a lot of people that's a put off, you know, and I can understand that because it was for me at first until, you know, I got to thinking about the reasons of why they could have done that. Or what their reasoning was behind it. I don't know what their reasoning was behind it. Maybe they just did it to be different. Who knows? But I'm going to, I know I'm going to work with it and see how it rolls out and like into a shawl or a rectangle wrap or something to see if it's beneficial to have that thicker stripe at the bottom. But I'm saying, but like if you're not going to use it for something like that, of course you're going to have a big whomping thick stripe in your project. Still could be cool though. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, I think it's beautiful. It's pretty, and it's just the striping effect seems to be the only difference that I see, and the price, of course, between Premier Butterfly and Hobby Butterfly. But I do like them both. Like I said, Hobbies or Hobie or whatever, their butterfly yarn is my favorite yarn that they sell. Or their butterfly yarn, yes, is my favorite yarn that they sell. I don't ever pay full price for it though. It's way too much money. But when it goes on sale, I buy it because I really like it. Sometimes I think they have it for like $11 sometimes. And I think that's a good deal. I guess not compared to what I pay for these. But then again, they do have a more consistent striping effect on theirs. So I guess it just depends on what you want. Okay, I'm going to move on. Quit talking about that. And I'll show you what else I got. So they had, man, I haven't had this stuff in so long. I almost forgot it even existed. Really. They had these in the 3-pack. I have, when this first came out, this is the Premier Momenti. I think that's how you say it. I don't know. When this first came out, I got it and I made a baby blanket out of it, a ripple style puff stitch baby blanket. It was really, really pretty. It's on my channel. There's a tutorial for it. And I liked the yarn a lot. I did. But I never ever bought it again. I don't know why. I guess it's one of those yarns, you know, you like it, but then they just keep coming out with new yarns and you just forget about it. Well, when I was looking on their site, I saw it and they had it on sale, like in a 3-pack. And it's 437 yards, 400 meters, 7 ounces of 200 grams. It's a 4-weight, 58 cotton, 42 acrylic. The color of this one's called Sweet Pea. So let's check. It is a chain spun yarn, I think. Let me look at it. Yeah, it's a chain spun. It's a nice thick 4 too, if you ask me. But there you go. It's a nice 4, anyways. So yeah, I don't know. I never had a problem with this yarn. I never did. It's a self-striping, so you know, you can color control it if you do that type of thing, but I just saw that it was on sale in a 3-pack, and I'm like, well, I'm going to give that a go again. I haven't had it since it first came out a long time ago. It's super soft. It's nice. But both these yarns are very nice that I got right now, and they were very inexpensive, what I paid for them. Oh, I got one more 3-pack of this. This is the color that I made my baby blanket in when it first came out. I thought, you know, I mean, it's just so pretty. And then I don't know, I just like forgot about it and never bought it again. So I got the 3-pack of this one. It's yellows and oranges, like different color oranges. It's very pretty. I like it anyways. My baby blanket's pretty. I think that is on my channel. The color of this one is called Meadow. Huh. I don't know. I probably wouldn't call that meadow. But hey, to each their own, right? Premier thought it looked like a meadow. It looks like a meadow to them. Whatever. Then that's what it is. A meadow. So the 3-pack of these. Right now, they're $18 for the 3-pack. So $6 a piece. It says normally $33. But I think they were only $12 when I bought them. Not $12 for the 3-pack. So when I bought them. So, but yeah, the says they're still on sale. But I think they're a little bit. They raised the price a bit since I bought them. I think. I'm not 100% certain, but I think. And you know how Premier has those like. I just did this for fun. Usually the yarn is not the coolest, but they have those. What are they're like milling bags they have. I just got some for fun, just to see if I can guess what type of yarn. They call them Fashion Plus bags. And they're $7.99. So, well, let's check them out and see what's in them. Want to? I think I got 5 or 6 of them. Just, you know, just for fun. You know, like Bagoday likes a mystery. I love a mystery. Let's see what we got. That ain't no mystery. I know what that is right off. So, this was $7.99. Okay. I think that's Premier Basic, to tell you the truth. I can open it up and see. And if it is Premier Basic, $7.99 is not a good deal. I'm gonna open it up. I'll be able to tell you, like I said, I'll be able to tell you right off if it's depending on that's what it has to be, though. I mean, that's what it has to be. So whatever. It is what it is, right? I like Premier Basic. I do. It's one of my favorite value acrylics. So, I would probably guess that's Premier Basic, and it's $4, $3.99 a ball, $4 a ball on a regular price, and I paid $7.99, so $8 a bag, and I got 2 of them, so I just paid regular price. It just didn't have a label. That's not a good deal, Premier. That's a crappy deal. Crappy. Oh well, I like Premier Basic. I wonder if they looks like full balls, but 14 ounces. You know what? I'm going to see how much a ball of... yeah, there's 7 ounces. So, yeah. yeah. It's not a deal. I mean, it's the same price with no label. But, yeah, whatever. Whatever. It's fun from time to time. I'm not upset about it because I like Premier Basic. So, whatever. I know what it is. It doesn't need a label. So, it's full balls. Ooh. Ooh. Let's look at this. There's another one. It's interesting. It's fun to try to guess what they are. What the yarns are. See what we got here. Oh my. So I got 2 of these big bad boys. I bet that is how fun it is to I'm gonna take a little guess here that this is their ooh. Oh my gosh. What do you think that is, guys? I love the color because I like black. So, you know, it's no big deal to me to get black. I would say it's their Bulky Way anti-peeling yarn, but I couldn't be certain on that. No. If it is their Bulky Way anti-peeling, it would probably be, oh my gosh. You know, it could be their bamboo blend too. Okay, my guess is this is their anti-peeling bamboo chunky, but the ball is bigger than their original ball. It's probably 2 times the amount of their original ball, so it's probably 2 balls together here. I'm almost about 100% certain that's what this is. It feels like it. And the color would be Raven, and it looks identical to this. It's very beautiful. It's like a charcoal color. There's actually 2 of those in there. So these, yeah, I think this would be a pretty good deal on this one. I like the bamboo chunky. It's very nice. I actually got 2 of those, and like I said, it would be about double one of their single balls. So it would be like having 4 of their regular balls, and their regular balls are $4.99 a piece, so $5 a piece. That would be nice. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. That's a good deal on that one. Hey, good deal on that one. More Premier Basic, same color, purple. Not a deal, but I still liked it because you know what? I like. No, another one. Yeah, same color too. Come on, Premier, mix it up a bit. Don't just be giving me the same thing. They did. They gave me the same thing. More of their bamboo chunky, same color, but that's okay. This is a pretty good deal on these. I'm not unhappy with any of them. I like their bamboo chunky. I love the charcoal color. And I like the Premier Basic. And I don't have no problem with the lavender. It's nothing wrong with it. It's pretty. So yeah, that's what I got on those mystery bags. And then I think that's actually, is that all the yarn I got? No, it's not. Almost. I bought some Premier Basic. I did. I bought some Premier Basic because I like Premier Basic. You know what, though? That has to be it, but man, Premier Basics was softer. I don't know what this is. Whatever it is. That's what I got 2 balls of it for $8. All right, so I got this Premier Basic. It's charcoal. Yeah, the charcoal color. One of my favorite colors is the Premier Basic. And when I get the Premier Basic in charcoal, I like to pair it with usually like that ice Picasso yarn. That's what I love to pair it with. But this time I got the Premier Basic in this mosaic rainbow color. I'm going to pair these 2 together. An overlay. Maybe like an inlay. A mosaic inlay. Not overlay. Inlay. I like to do inlay better than overlay. Project. Maybe. So this would be in the background. Probably with black over the top, maybe. Or, I guess it really wouldn't be like that with inlay, but I don't know. Black would probably be, I could do it either way. But anyways, I think they'll go good together. I like them. So this is, like I said, this is 100% acrylic, value acrylic. One of my favorite value acrylics. It's 359 yards. A ball, 4-weight. Nice 4-weight. Never had a problem with it. I love it. And then this is the Premier Basic as well. It's the Mosaic, which I said that I might do an inlay mosaic with that. Not an overlay, but an inlay. And use this. This is 216 yards, 198 meters. 100% acrylic 4-weight. Same price, you know, just less yardage because it's special, I guess. Rainbow. It's beautiful. I like it. Prism is the color. I've had this before. I don't remember what I made with it. I don't think I even made anything with it. I think I gave it away. I think that I gave it away. So that's all I got from Premier, actually. Because, you know, they were having that sale, and I got some stuff. I just threw in a mystery box for fun. So, and yes, they were stuff. It's still fun trying to guess what they are. And I was just super curious about these, seeing how, you know, I don't know why I'm just kind of liking that big thick stripe for some reason. Like I said, very, very extremely the most similar yarn to Hobby's butterfly that I've ever seen. Other than the striping effect, it appears to be identical. And this is the one I'm going to use first. Actually, I'm going to use it pretty quick. Like, I'm going to set it to the side. I'm going to put these others in the box for now. I'm going to show you 2 more yarns here before I go. Now, this yarn is actually from my it's hand-dyed yarn. You guys remember I talked about Shandy last time from Expression Fiber Arts. She has a YouTube channel. She's wonderful. She's beautiful. She's so positive. Check out her YouTube channel. Not only does she has crochet and tutorials on very, very beautiful things, but she dyes very, very beautiful yarn on extremely, extremely nice bases. Actually, that's right now, that's what I'm making my crochet along with, is her yarn. It's the Silk Alpaca. I have 7 different colors of it. It's not really fun hiding all the tails, but it is what I'm using is 3-weight. Hey, I got my shawl like halfway done. My crochet along. I hope you guys like it. I do. It's been taking me a while to record. Yeah. But, yeah. Because, you know, it's row by row. But I hope it's pretty in the end. But anyways, I can see how a yarn could be quite addictive because I'm getting addicted to it. So, this was on sale. She has sales, and she has like these color packs that she puts together. Not everything like she sells single balls too, but I like to look at the pre-made color packs for some reason because I'm not good at putting color together, and I'm like, well, she's a yarn dyer, she knows how to put color together. So this is from her. When life is rough, make soft things. Hey, that's good. I like that. A positive twist on yarn. This is on her pearlescent worsted base. I like that base. It's a very pretty base of yarn. Now I'm going to show it to you. It's 50% superwash merino and 50% mulberry silk. Now this whole thing totals 880 yards or 804 meters. Recommended hook size is a G through a J. I like how she gives you, you know, like, hey, you can go from a G to a J with this. J would be what I would use. Knitting needle size, it says 6 to 10. So this was a color pack she had. I had never seen it on her site, and all of a sudden it popped up, and she had it like on sale, getting rid of it, I guess, clearancing it out. And now you know hand-dyed yarn is not cheap. You know, I love value yarn. I buy it all the time. You see, I bought a box of it, and I mean, you seen how excited I got over Red Heart's itty bitty stripes, man? That stuff's so cool. I use Red Heart all the time. But I like hand-dyed yarns too. I like to support small sellers, as well as, you know, I like to support just whoever has the yarn that I like. But, you know, I like to support yarn dyers, and I do when I can. And Shandy is a very nice yarn dyer. I can see how her yarns becomes very addictive to me. But I saw this on her site. And normally these are $30 a hank, you know, and she had these 4 together, I think, for like $92. So, you know, considerably, a little, you know, less than 25 a hank, and, you know, that's not bad for a hand dye, especially for this base here. The pack was called Ooh, Cerusus Hues, pearlescent worsted. All right, so it's a 4-weight yarn, and her base on this pearlescent base is so pretty. It's roving style, which I like. Look at the brown. You know I love brown. I had to get it. It's like brown and pinks, man. I love brown and pinks. I love it. It's so Victorian. It's on a roving style base, and it's so shiny. I love this base a lot. When I first bought from Shandy a long time ago, you know, this was the base I bought first. I'm like, I love this base. But now I'm gonna start maybe try out all her bases. Of course, not the lightweight ones, but I'm really liking the silk alpaca. That stuff is nice too. But this one is really pretty. You see though how it's roving? It's super shiny, and it's so beautiful. And it smells hand dyed. That is nice. So this is the 4 that came in the pack and was on sale. I think they're nice together. So you got the brown, and this is like a, I don't know, like a foxy silver brown. I don't know what you would call that. And then it goes off to that. Ooh, that's like a dusty rose and brown mix. I love that one. And then we go off to a lighter rose. That's absolutely beautiful, those colors together. So I thought that was a good deal for, you know, hand-dyed, really. Really can't beat that. So they're, what, 220, yeah, 220 yards a hank, which is, you know, that's right on for a 4-weight hand-dyed hank. Ooh, what will I do with those? Will I use them separate or will I use them together? I don't know. I think a hat would look mighty pretty out of these two. But Bagoday has, every time I see a hank of yarn, that's what I think about. I'm like, that's hat making material. But since they're in a curated kit, it seems like I should work them out together, you know, in one. Yeah, I probably will, but I thought, yeah, that's a pretty good deal. And now I bought this one for something specific. This is, it's not that yarn. It's a different base. This is, so this was curated. As you can see, it's a fade, pink fade. Ooh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. It's called Magostine Hues is what it is. It's her luster worsted base. A luster. It's super shiny. So it's 50% super wash merino and 50% lyocell. But this one is not a roving style. It's twisted, and it's like it's a lot shinier. I mean that pearlescent base is shiny, but her luster is so shiny. She has the luster base in a 2-weight and a 4-weight. But this pack was already curated, and there is 1,000 yards here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hanks. So I bought this for a reason. So I don't know if you know my friend Gary from the YouTube channel Urban Yarns. You should definitely check him out. Gary's one YouTube channel. I can honestly say I have never missed one of his videos. I watch every single one of them as soon as they pop up. And, you know, I have a couple YouTube channels like that. And Gary is definitely one of them. Oh, gosh, what an artist he is. He knits, he crochets, he does pottery, he does art. He is just an artist in general. And the way that he can just, I don't know. I just can't say enough nice things about Gary. So I'm going to put a link to his channel below. If you have not, please check him out. He is such an amazing, nice guy. He actually, today's the, what did I say, 26th? Yeah. Well, he is from Canada, if you don't know. He came to visit me I haven't been asleep. It's actually the middle of the night of the 26th. So he was here, you know, today. He was here. And the day before. Yeah. So all the way from Canada. Yeah. But anyways, he's such a nice guy. He's been here before. He came here last year too. But he came here and it was, you know, and my friend Rose from Rose Likes Crochet came. And it was fun. We had a good time. But anyways, the reason why I'm mentioning Gary is he's having a little thing on his channel, make a long type of thing where I never participated in it before, but I thought I wanted to participate in this year. And if you go to his channel, he'll talk about it. it's neat. I'm gonna put a link to that video too. And he can describe it better than I can. Basically, you kind of pick a song, and then you pick a lyric out of your favorite song or the song title or whatever, and then you make this like board of colors of pictures that you see that inspire you of that song, and then you make something with those colors. Well, I already have my song picked. I'm not going to tell you what it is because Gary might be watching this video, and I don't want Gary to know. He'll see it when it comes in. But anyways, I can tell you that it's a Freddie Mercury song. My favorite song of his. Anyways, so I got these. I was looking. As soon as I seen Gary doing that, and I'm like, I want to do that this year. I want to participate in Gary's make along, and he started talking about the song lyric. I'm like, I know what I'm doing. I know exactly what I'm doing. I just got to find the perfect fade pinks. All right. I looked around. I even looked on Shandy's site. She didn't have anything, right? And it's because he put the video up, a little while ago. And I've been looking just for on Etsy. I've been looking just in big box stores for the perfect fades of pinks that I could use because I know what I want to make to match the title of the song and the pictures that inspire me to choose these colors, you make like a board with pictures and your song lyric, and then you show your project that you made that inspired you. And I was looking on Shandy's site, last week, and she had put this on new. I'm like, that's it. Oh my gosh, she read my mind. I needed the perfect pink fade, and there it is for my project that I want to do for Gary's make along. I'm super excited. Now, like I said, I'm not going to give away too much information, but this is for Gary's make along. Yes, it is a fade pink, and yes, the song I picked is Freddie Mercury. And if a lot of you might know, yes, it is my favorite song. So some of you will probably put 2 to 2 together and know exactly what I'm making and who I'm making it for. But if you don't watch all my videos and you haven't been watching long, you probably won't know, but you will, because when it's finished I'll show you. Yep. Yeah, it's gonna be so pretty. Let's talk about this yarn real quick before I go. Oh, this is nice. Okay, so I told you what it was. It's the 50 Superwash Merino and 50 Lysol. Look at the shine on that. It's so pretty. Well, we got 5 of them here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,000 yards. So 200 yards a hank. Such a beautiful, beautiful yarn. And who I'm making this for and what I'm making, they're going to love it. Because not only they're just going to love it, they're going to love the color. They're going to love the shine on it. This is some beautiful yarn that Shandy dyed. I like the luster. Worsted. The sport is a little too thin for me. I have some of it because I wanted to see how thick it was. And I realized, that's way too thin for me. I can't use that. But this is so nice and soft. Silky soft. And the shine on that is outstandingly beautiful. I just don't think my camera can pick up how beautiful Shandy's yarn is. I have not got any of Shandy. I haven't had all her bases yet, but like I said, I plan on trying all her bases because she has some really nice bases of yarn. If you like the higher end yarns, I know not everybody does, but so there's a 4-way. That's a nice thick 4-way. That's thicker than the pearlescent. Of course, it would be because there's 20 less yards here, so they make it a little bit thicker of a 4-way. That's so pretty. Wow. Or 20 less yards per hang. That's nice. Gosh, I'm excited. I just can't believe and that I was, as soon as Gary put that on, he was going to do it, and I decided I was going to participate in it. I knew right away the song. I knew right away what lyric I was using, and I knew right away what I was making and who I was making it for. I just needed to find the perfect pink fade. And I really did look and look and look and look, and I looked on Shandy's site. She didn't have anything, and I looked everywhere. Not just hand dyers. I looked all over the place, and then last week, this was up there, and I'm like, that's it. Shandy read my mind. That is what I need for what I want to make. You know what, though? I might, if she has it, get it in white. If you know what I mean. I really like to use white when I make these things. That's it. That's all I had to show you. If you know what I'm making, let's keep it a secret, or who I'm making it for. We don't want to spoil it for Gary, although I might have just spoiled it myself. Gary knows me pretty well. He might know what I'm making. I don't know. He may not. But we'll see. Yes. So look below for Gary's channel. And maybe you might want to participate in his make along. It's different, you know, different than like a regular crochet along. It's pretty cool and interesting. And I decided I want to participate this year. I'm super excited. I found the perfect pink fade. Yes, I have to get some white. I'll wait and see if Shani has some in white. Surely she probably has some in white. I hope. And once I get the white, yeah, I'll get started on that and it'll be fun. So description box, you'll see Gary's channel. Check him out. I'll also link the video that talks about his make along, or you know, it's really interesting. I'm excited to participate in it. And like I said, today again is the 26th of, in the middle of 9 of March, and I do have a crochet along, like I said, but it would take me. I said it'd take me some time to get it done. Yes, it will. But I'm about halfway done with it. So it's a recording because I'm making every row like different, and it's just, you know, it takes time. It takes time to record it. But when it's done, I will let you guys know, and I will let you guys know what yarn, you know, you don't have to use the yarn I use, but I'll let you know what I used and alternative yarns that you can use, and you know, show it to you if you want to see it. If not, you'll just have to look away, because some people like the mystery, some people don't. I can understand not wanting the mystery, you know, for a crochet along, because I'm a big fan of mystery boxes of yarn. But I think, because, you know, it's yarn, but I think if it comes to a crochet along, me personally, I'd want to see it, since I'm spending hours of my time making it. What if I didn't like it? You know, if it was a mystery and I didn't know how it was going to turn out, what if I got so far in and I'm like, I don't know if I like this. That would have been like a lot of my hours wasted. So I think I would like to see it first. But there are a lot of people who like mystery ones. So whenever I put that first video out, I am going to show you what it is. I'm going to show you the shawl along and how it looks. And, you know, there's going to be some people that's not going to want to make it. And there's going to be some that will. And I understand that, you know, because every designer does things differently, and my style might not be yours. And there's going to be a lot of people that aren't going to want to see it because they like the mystery crochet along. And I'll tell you before I hold it up, I'll be like, hey, look away, okay? If you want it to be a surprise, look away, because I'll be releasing a video once a week. I'm not quite certain how many videos it'll be. It depends on how many hours of recording I think I've done. A lot, but you know what it ends up to be, I don't know. We'll have to see. I'll have to edit out some and splice it, but it should be good. But anyways, yes, I'm super stoked with everything I got. Love the pink fade. I cannot wait to get Gary's make along. Check him out, link below. You'll love him, and I love all the Premier yarn. And like I said, I'm making something with this. Quick like. No, I'll get my crochet along done first, and then this will be up to bat to do something with. Because I got to see how that thick stripe plays out, all right? It was fun. I'll see you guys at my next one, all right? That's some, Shani's yarn is so nice. I'll put a link to her too below, all right? You check out her yarn and her channel. All right. See you guys later, okay? Bye.